Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. New Zealand has over 34 different credit cards available on the market, making it difficult to know which one to choose for your spending needs. They often try to hook you in with lucrative offers, but with so many variations, how do you know whether one is better than the other? In this video, I'll be breaking down what factors you need to consider when choosing a card, and offering my 5 favorite cards currently on the market, in my opinion. If you like this video or want to watch other personal finance and investing videos, make sure to subscribe down below to see more videos just like this. Let's get into it. Before getting into the cards themselves, let's take a quick look at the credit card market in New Zealand. There are 3 tiers of considerations when it comes to selecting a card. The first is the card provider. So there's a range of providers in New Zealand, and these are broadly in 2 areas. On one hand, you have banks and finance companies, such as ANZ and Latitude. On the other, you have retailers like Countdown and The Warehouse, which use the cards to try and get you back in the store through promotions. If we look down from there, we have payment processors. Essentially, these are the guys that move money from the bank to the store that you use your card in. You'll recognize these brands from your cards, such as Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. The providers partner with a processor to facilitate payments to stores, with the exception of American Express, which, unlike the others, is both a processor and a provider. When we consider which card to select based on the processor, it is important to note that American Express is less widely used by stores. This is because they charge higher fees to shops, and their cards are less common in New Zealand, and therefore many stores can't justify accepting these cards. And finally, we have the rewards. This is what the provider offers to you as a reward for signing up or using their card. These are wide-ranging, but generally fit within the parameters listed here. It is important to consider here whether the benefits from the card exceed any associated fees with signing up for them. You'll want to ensure you walk away with more rewards than what the cards cost you each year. With all of this in mind, I've looked at the current market for cards and have compiled my personal favorites. My views are my own, of course, and what I share today is simply sharing public factual information about these cards, and you should do your own research before signing up for any cards mentioned. Let's get into it. The first and simplest card is the ASB Visa Lite. This was my first credit card, and this was for 2 reasons only. The first was that there are no annual fees to holding the card, which is even better than my debit card. And if I did miss any payments, the interest rate is just 13.5%, which is relatively low as compared to many other credit cards on the market. The card is issued by ASB with Visa as the processor, which essentially means you can use it virtually anywhere that accepts credit cards. There's a couple other features of the card that may be of use to you, depending on your circumstances. If you plan to make a large purchase in the future, provided the value is over $1,000, this card has a smart rate feature which allows a 0% interest rate by default for up to 6 months on the purchase. Also, if you have a credit card balance with another provider, you may be able to bring that balance over to this card and pay no interest for up to 6 months. Now let's look at the fees. As mentioned before, the interest rate on any balances unpaid at the end of the interest-free period is 13.5%. If you use this card to withdraw cash in an ATM, you'll pay a rate of 22.95%. If you don't pay the minimum balance when it's due, you'll pay a $5 fee in addition to interest on the outstanding balance. The final fee, which you may not always be aware of, is the exchange fees when making overseas purchases. This rate is 2.1%, so if you make a $100 purchase on Amazon, essentially you'll be paying around $102.10. Now of course this is a lot of numbers, and at the end of this video I'll be collating these fees in a table for easy reference. The second card, and my current go-to card, is the American Express Airpoints Platinum card. I signed up to this card for its sign-up bonus and ability to earn Airpoints. When I signed up to this late last year, I was awarded 500 Air New Zealand Airpoints for signing up and spending $1,500 in the first 3 months. Do note this offer has since been reduced to 300 Airpoints. This card also has a number of benefits, which you can find on their website. Of particular note are the travel benefits, and the ability to earn 1 Airpoint for every $59 you spend using the card. When you book your travel using the card, you can redeem complimentary travel insurance, and even gain access to VIP travel lounges globally. Do note that to qualify for the card, you'll need to earn over $65,000 per year. Of course, with so many benefits, there will be associated fees to owning the card. You can find the complete list of these online, but I'll note just a few of particular note here. The annual fee is $195 a year, which is much higher than the ASB Visa Lite card, and the interest rate is higher at 19.95%. Withdrawing at an ATM has a rate of 21.95% and a charge of $2 per instance. As the card is with American Express, it is also less widely accepted and really is only usable at multi-store vendors such as fast food chains, supermarkets, and fuel stations. If you don't pay the monthly minimum amount, or if you set up an automatic payment and it bounces, it is important to note that you'll be charged a fee of up to $25. Using the card overseas or with overseas vendors online will incur a currency conversion cost of 2.5%. Again, I'll be providing a summary of these at the end of the video. The third card is the Westpac Airpoints Platinum MasterCard. Like the American Express Airpoints card we just covered, this card allows the user to earn Airpoints. However, as this card has a lower annual fee of $125 per annum, the user will need to spend a higher $85 to earn an Airpoint, as compared to the $59 with the American Express card. However, as the card has MasterCard as the processor, it is likely to be accepted at a wider number of merchants, meaning there may be more opportunities to use the card at smaller stores. In addition to complimentary travel insurance for up to 35 days per trip, the card also offers extended warranty on eligible purchases for up to 12 months. The fees generally sit between those charged for the prior two cards. In addition to the annual fee of $125, the interest rate for the card is 20.95% and 22.95% for cash advances at an ATM. The currency exchange fees are relatively low at 1.95% using this card. However, it is important to note that unlike the other cards, you'll need to pay $25 per year for an additional card, whereas for the others there is no fee charged for this. The fourth card is the BNZ Advantage Visa Platinum card. As a user of the card, you can elect to either receive one flyby point for every $15 spend, or a $1 cashback or reduction in the card balance for every $90 spend. As the card charges a 6 monthly fee of $45, the break-even spend on the card is $675 every month if the cashback benefit is opted for. Therefore, if you spend more than this every month using the card, you will receive a greater cashback than what the average fee is each month. Aside from the cashback and flyby point benefits, you'll also have access to travel insurance for up to 90 days. A full breakdown of the card benefits is available on BNZ's website. The interest rate for the card after the interest rate window is 18.95% and is the same for cash advances, which is lower than cards 2 and 3. Late payments will incur a $2 late payment charge, and foreign currency transactions will be charged at 2.25%. Additional cards will also incur an additional fee of $10 every 6 months. The fifth and final card is the SBS Visa Credit Card. This card has no annual fees and offers users $1 of cashback for every $150 spend. This card is probably the most straightforward of those covered in this video. Simply use it anywhere Visa credit cards are accepted, and for every $150 you spend, your balance will reduce by $1. The interest rate charged is 18.5%, and cash advances from the ATM will incur a $1 charge and have an interest rate of 21.5%. Late payment fees will incur a $10 charge, and currency conversion charge is 2%, and there's no charges for having multiple cards. So that summarizes my favorite 5 credit cards currently available in New Zealand. The fees, benefit, and other details covered in this video are current as at April 2022, and are subject to change at any time. Here is a summary of the rewards and fees and charges for the 5 cards. This video doesn't constitute advice and is simply my favorite 5 currently on the market. You should seek professional opinion before signing up for any financial products. So that summarizes everything I had to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like the video down below and subscribe to my channel to see more content just like this in the future. If I missed anything or you have a personal favorite card that wasn't shared in this video, please let me know down in the comments. I'll be replying to everyone that does. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.